before we proceed, let me just quickly tell you about the equation of a circle. So suppose you want to draw a circle of radius 2 here. Then the equation for that circle would be in this form here. Y squared plus x squared equals r squared, and r in our case will be 2 here. So if you want to draw this circle here, the equation for this circle here will be given by this. Okay, so you put the 2 into the r here. Okay, so what that means is that when you have an equation like this, y squared plus x squared equals 4. What this means is, okay, select any point on this line. Let's say at this point here, 1, 1. Okay, so the x coordinate will be 1, the y will be 1. So this is our x. Put it into here. So 1 squared will be 1. Okay, and then put this 1 into the y here. So y squared will be 1, and then you've got 1 plus 1. It doesn't equal 4. It doesn't equal 4. So this point here is no good. Okay, so when looking at this equation here, let's try another point here. Let's say 3. Let's try this point here. 3, 1. So this is the x coordinate. This is the y. So put this into the x here. So this will be 3 squared would be 9. Okay, and then put this into here. So 1 squared will be 1. So 1 plus 9, it doesn't equal 4. So this point here is no good. Okay, so let's try this point here. So the coordinates here will be 2, 0. Okay, so this is our x here. This here is our y. So put this into the x here. So this will be 4, and put the 0 into the y. That would be y squared will be 0. So this here is it does equal 4. So this point here would be good. Now so this point here would be good. 1, 1 would be bad. 3, 1 somewhere around here would be bad. And as it turns out, if you try all these points here would be good. So eventually if you try all these points here would be good. All these points here will be good. So eventually you will get a circle. Okay. Yeah. Even if you try if you try this point here will be 0, negative 2. So this is your x. This is your y. So put this in here. So that 0 squared would be 0. This one here, put into here. Negative 2 squared will be 4. You see, this does equal 4. So this point here is good. So if you continue the pattern, you will get a circle. Okay. So that's one way of looking at this equation here. Okay. Another way is this. So one way is to look at it like this, and another way is take away x squared from both sides. That will give you this, and then square root both sides. Now when you're here at the moment, you've got one bubble here. When you square root something, you're going to get a positive version and a negative version. For example, what's the square root of 4? Well, it could be 2 or it could be negative 2. Well, you're going to get a positive and a negative version. Okay, so now this is another way of looking at it. So if you draw a graph of y equals square root of 4 minus x squared, it will give you this. So hang on. So if you look at, let's say, if you look at the when x equals 3, if you put 3 into here, this bit will be 9. Okay, so 4 take away 9, it's going to be a negative number. So it's going to be negative 5. So what's the square root of negative 5? Well, you can't really square root a negative number. So it makes no sense to put 3 into here. If you put let's say if you put let's say negative 4 into here. Let's say if you put negative 4 into here, you would negative 4 squared. Negative 4 squared would be will be 16, positive 16. Okay, and then you've got 4 take away that. Again, it's going to be a negative number. So you're going to try and square root a negative number. It makes no sense over here. Okay, if you put a 1 into here, that's okay because 1 squared will be 1. So 4 take away 1 will be 3. So square root of 3 is legitimate. So it will actually take you to somewhere up here. Okay, so that's another way of looking at it here. So don't forget, this here is a positive version. That's why you only get half of the circle. If you draw this y equals the negative version here, you will get the other half of the circle. Okay, so overall, hang on. So overall, the equation for a circle is given by this here. Okay. Also, something that you should be aware of. If you try and plot a graph of this, so this here is our equation of a circle. This is our equation of a circle. If you try and do this, something weird happens. But it's still a circle. Okay, so in general, the equation for a circle is given by this. Okay.